Morning, morning, morning. I think we're live, but I guess I'll know soon enough whether I'm talking to myself or yuns. Yuns, y'all, you guys, everyone. Excuse Cujo, he just had his medicine for the morning. I'm not alone. Hi, JJ. Y'all are gonna see me do this a lot. Anyways, morning, 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 morning. I'm gonna try to do this, finish this piece up today. I'm not sure. I'm still not sure what I'm doing with it. However, I felt like we would figure it out together, because don't we usually, fam? Don't we? Don't we? Nope. Okay. Okay, Cujo. Lay down. Does he need something? He's being extra. Gotcha. So, this is the piece we're going to finish today. We're going to add fish. And I think I'm going to do this. But I'm not sure. So, let's get the intro and figure it out together. Okay, girl cat. Nope, 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 nope. As always, I'm with my esteemed colleague, Bowie Beans. Looks like this. Morning, hi, hey, how are ya? So, after the other day, I tried to wipe more of that powder off, and it dulled out some of my embossing, so I went over some of them with variegated gold leaf to brighten the piece up a little bit. And now I am tasked with putting something in and around right here. Still don't know what I'm going to do. No idea. But I figured between all of us, we could figure it out. I was thinking about doing the chameleon fish that I did on that piece not too long ago, and basically going from here to here and have them like be small and then get bigger and bigger and bigger as it curves. I didn't want to do something just here because y'all know I don't like exact even things, so that's my idea. What do you guys think? Morning. Morning, morning, morning. Someone tell me that's a horrible idea or that it's a good idea. A hammerhead shark. I don't know how to draw a hammerhead shark. I don't know how to draw a hammerhead shark. Maybe, okay. So maybe I'll do my fish and then do the other things in the background. Your TikTok from ATD just alarmed. B, did you just post a TikTok? Okay. I could use sticky pen, but the nib is really big on it, so I think I'm just going to use the bottle with a lady speedball. Clara, I see you. I see you in your suggestion of a hammerhead. So I'm going to use the bottle with the lady. I could use thin version, but I feel like I have more success with the thick version, so that's what we're going to do. Ask Jeff to airbrush sunlight going into the water. I love that idea. Just some rays. Yeah, I need you to do me a favor in a minute. Thanks.
I say no.
Thanks. Ugh. Alright. Ideally, I would like draw them out, but I'm using this green silver rose chameleon flake, which is amazing, but you can't really you'd be able to see through it if I did. So since I started this piece, has anyone attempted to do an underwater piece like this? I want to know. I want to see it. I'm doing like super simple fish, essentially silhouettes, that will end up being powdered over with iridescent chameleon flakes. I'm just doing a few just in the line that I want it to go in, so that I can just get the flow that I want. Kind of like if I was going to draw, basically I'm doing fish footprints. Claire, you were up past your bedtime? I was too, I can't say anything. Should I have them come in front of the coral? I feel like I want them to, but what do you guys think? Are you breathing heavy back there, Bowie? Only downside to this is it's hard to tell where you've already been. Once the glue starts to dry, it gets really transparent. Kind of difficult to work around, but you just have to put your face at a different angle, I guess. That's how I'm getting around it anyways. In theory. Things are always a good idea until it goes from theory to fact, right? So where's the mermaid? Is this going to be 3D art? I hope it looks 3D. Rhino, elephant, and other creatures. This is not etched, it's embossed. Cool, we're sticky. So I'm using some translucent chameleon flakes from Color Obsession. Wait, let me show you here. Nope, still too bright. Unfortunately, my light is the sun is coming in right over my shoulder. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some of these flakes so I can see where everything is. Can you get down, big boy? I'm just gonna like brush this on and then dust all the excess over to the side, and then I'm going to put more glue down and just keep brushing the excess over to the side so I can keep using it. You have to do this in kind of, not layers, but you have to put a little bit of glue down and then put the Chameleon on, and then put more glue down and put the Chameleon on. Otherwise, your glue is going to just dry out before you get any of your Chameleon on, and then that's going to be a problem. Cool. So now we have our general flow of fish. Also, Bowie says hi, apparently. So to do 3D, how many layers of epoxy do you have to do? Well, technically you just only have to do 2 to have something that's raised above the base. Technically. But you can always add more layers. I mean, it's art, so it comes down to preference, right? Pretty sure. So after we get these fish on here, I'm gonna see what Jeff thinks about adding a Sunray or a few. Did you guys say whether I should go in front or behind? And then we'll coat it in resin. Because resin makes everything more beautiful, in my opinion. Also, when you do this, you want to overlap some of the fish, because no fish just swim in a perfect line. I mean, none that I've seen. There could be some. I don't want to make assumptions and get the fish community upset with me. If they're watching. Oh, it does, doesn't it? It's not, I don't have any lights on in my studio. This is all from the sun. I guess I could just put a bunch of little fish just floating through here. It doesn't have to be all in that, right? But since these are transparent flakes, I wonder how it's gonna look over this. Good idea, Clara. Okay. It should be sufficiently sticky. B, what do you think?
Awesome.
I think I'm gonna lose him to a nap in a minute. Loving it, loving it. Put an octopus. I don't know how to paint an octopus, but we'll see. My fish are shaped like the goldfish snacks, but I'm not really upset about that. It's art. And it would take me forever to try to paint an actual fish. I was looking to do an art piece with glue and mica powder. Is that possible or a pain? It's gonna be it's both. Working with mica is a pain anyways because it's super light, so it goes airborne. So just make sure you have a good respirator, but it is possible and it would look awesome. Just keep that in mind. You don't really want to breathe that or anything arty. You don't want to breathe any of that in. Hi Jan, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Alright, I'm almost done with that, so I want to also add some fish just in here, in and around my coral reef. And if I had any kind of realistic painting skills, I would totally put an eel in here, maybe a stingray, a shark. Unfortunately, I don't have that. And it would turn into a comedy series about failure if I try. Which I don't mind. But maybe not for this one. So for these fish that are just in the coral reef, I'm just putting them in all different kinds of directions. in all different kinds of sizes. Okay. I don't know if I'd have the courage to add anything else. I struggled with that. Good morning, Arlene. I was just going to start a new piece this morning when I realized you realized this will inspire me. Thanks. That's what I'm here for. I want to inspire all of you guys to do all of the things that is in your heads to paint. Because sometimes you have a vision and it takes just seeing someone do a piece or seeing someone do a painting that has nothing to do with what you have in mind, but watching someone create sometimes is the push people need to get up and create something that they've been thinking about.
Especially watching a time lapse of somebody painting something. It kind of gives you an idea of how to start, you know, how to execute certain things, and it definitely gives you a little bit more confidence because you're seeing it being done.
Yeah.
I always love watching people's time lapse.
These chameleons are super neat because since they're translucent or transparent, they aren't always the same color because it changes depending on what color's behind it. And almost all of our little fishies are a different, unique color. Now I'm just going over making sure I didn't miss anybody. Because I'm sure I did. I feel like this side needs more fish though. Another cool thing about adding these fish is if there's something you don't like in your piece, just put fish over it. Easy peasy. Okay. The poems from today into a piece. Ooh, that would be awesome. Your recent experiments have been eye-openers for me. Jeff, how did your test with the appliance paint set up? It set up okay. It wasn't everything we'd hoped it would be, but it was interesting. Definitely not going to be a replacement for regular regular epoxy. A little bit better. brush to dust this off. This is probably also stuff you shouldn't breathe in. Do as I say, not as I do. Nope. I'm thinking about adding little like bubbles, but I don't know. What do you guys think? B, do you have any thoughts on Sorry guys, my fiance is asleep. For it to get stalled on, I guess that's a good one. Let me try to fix. So, are you guys still there? Someone text me and let me know, because I can't see. You're here. Okay, good. So, same as last night. I can't see what you guys are saying. Let me just pull it up on my phone. Okay. I'll just read your comments from my this. But I don't know where the comments are on here, so. Alright, Claire's gonna send me important questions. Sweet. I'm just gonna brighten that just a tad. Okay. So, Jeff is taking a little nap. And our fishies are here. I think since I do really like the Sunray idea, I'm going to we're gonna resin this, and then we'll add the sun rays to another layer so we can build up more depth. I think. That's what I think we need. Let me get some gloves. So I had to go early for a live today because I got a lot of orders to put out, and I still have more fire sale pieces to do, and I have to answer emails, and I don't think I'm gonna get, and red phone. I don't know if I'm gonna get all that done today, but it's a goal to attempt that. What are we gonna use? What do I have handy? Nope, not quick. Nope. What is this? Nope, that's casting. since we're not doing a whole bunch of design elements, I'm going to just use countertop. Did I want to add bubbles? We'll do that in the next layer. So I'm going to do a flood coat. This is in, I want to say 18-inch cradle board. Yeah. This is an 18-inch cradle board that we're just going to flood. So we're going to do 4 ounces. Oh yeah, so since we're not doing a whole bunch of manipulation and design work, I'm going to use the countertop because it sets up faster because it has a shorter working time. So hopefully maybe I'll be able to do a second layer with this by the end of the day. But if not, we'll do it tomorrow. I also have to do a full stone on a Pikachu, which is going to take days. Maybe I'm just not prepared. Alright, so while I'm mixing, I want to know what you guys are doing this weekend. Are you going to a brunch? If you are, be safe. Are you arting? If so, what are you arting? I need to know these things. Someone just sent me a message. Joanne, I'll absolutely substitute that out for you. Make sure Clara didn't send something. Nope. Whew. It's beginning to get warm in my place. I had the windows open all night. Then it was cold, so I knew I was doing resin this morning, so I shut the windows, so there's no air moving in my place right now. It's getting warm. Tudor just messaged me and wanted to know if I want to do brunch. Can't do it, Tudor. Everyone thinks, be your own boss, it's amazing, and it is. But y'all, I work hard no matter what I'm doing, but having your own business works super hard. But it's all worth it. Highly recommend, especially if you don't mind not sleeping or doing social things. It's a good trade-off though, to be your own boss. But I'm harder on me than any employee I've ever had, which is probably also normal. Alright, I feel like it's been 3 minutes or 3 years since I've been mixing this small quantity of resin. So we're going to go ahead and just pour it out. After I make sure that I've mixed everything that came off the sides in the stir stick and the cup. Because my first piece never set up, because I didn't mix the resin right, I've been obsessive about having a complete mix on my resin. Which sounds insignificant. But y'all, I'm telling you, the first time you realize that your piece is never gonna set, you learn. Also, we got a new something, a new static duster thing for our embossing. I think the old one that we used was just too much because it took forever to wipe off, and I don't even think I got it all, and also wiping it off dulled out my embossing. So yeah, we're gonna try a new one next time we do embossing. Waste not, want not. Boop. Okay. Ooh, it just makes everything pop when you add resin. I'm in a lot of pour groups that ask questions all the time, like, what can I use that looks like resin but isn't resin? And the answer is nothing. Nothing has the look and the depth of resin that isn't resin, unfortunately. Ooh, also, I think on Tuesday we're going to do an acrylic pour, speaking of things that aren't resin. We got the new ready to pour deco art paints. And we're gonna give it a shot, even though it never works out for me, but we're gonna try. Can't say I didn't try. I keep looking up like I can read what you guys are saying, and I realize it's so low. I also want to do another Res review because dirty pours and tree ring pours and those kind of pours are great with acrylic, but I don't know. For me, it never looks right with resin, no matter what pigments and what resin you use. So I'm going to do a revisit on that. Focus? Maybe not. I love that the texture stayed in that copper background that we did. I'm going to do a true color video before I take this over to the dust free zone. Ugh. All right, all right, all right. I'm going to try to get big enough to hide the sun. You guys are going to love this. It looks so different. Look at those chameleon fish. You can hardly even see them. And then they turn purple and blue. We have an awesome sparkle. Definitely gonna do another one of these. Alright, I'm posting this in ATs for people right now. I'm going to take this to the dust free zone. Okay, you ready? I also think, I'm pretty sure I'm going to do a second layer of those fish to create extra depth, since we're doing another layer anyways with the sunbeams. Let me know your thoughts. So I'm going to go. Hopefully Cujo won't freak out, but I'm going to say sayonara. If everything freaks out again, I'm going to blame the blame on... He heard me. No, it was just Bodie. Check us out on all these places. Beep, 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 beep. And we'll see you guys tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central, United States of America, Milky Way Universe time. If you are doing anything awesome, tag us. Wherever you post things, we're on that social media. And be kind to one another. You never know what someone's going through. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.